Hi, my name is Robert Dean Steele, and this is Real Dads, and we've been talking about very practical things that we can do to show that we're gentlemen. Now, again, I remind you, there are three reasons why we do it. Number one, the reason we do it is that we're showing our spouse that we really care about them and that we're attentive to them and they're special to us. Number two, the reason why we do that is that we show our male children what it's like to be a gentleman, and we fully expect them that when they get into that age bracket where they are men, that they would treat their wives and their girlfriends in the same manner as a gentleman, trying to make them feel as comfortable as possible. Number three, to teach our daughters. You see, a lot of daughters these days have no idea how a gentleman is. They don't know how to act. And of course, with all the women's liberation around us, what's going on is women don't have an idea what a gentleman's all about. I actually had a woman one time, as I was opening the door, say to me, "You don't have to open the door for me. I am a liberated woman." And I fired back, "Yes, but I'm a gentleman, and that's why I'm doing it." And then she kind of looked at me and smiled and said, "Oh, okay." But you see, when a gentleman does this, okay, one of the things that you can do, of course, is when you're on a bus or on a train, you give up your seat, especially if there's standing room only. See, a gentleman offers his seat to a lady if there's no other seats on the bus or train. And I'm talking to you, guy, the dude who wouldn't give up his seat to the pregnant lady. I'm talking to all of us, men. You know what? When we give up our seat and we stand, well, first of all, it's not going to hurt us to stand. But secondly, what we're saying to that person on the bus is, you know what? For this moment, your needs are more important than my needs. And that's what a gentleman does. A gentleman says, you know what? I can put aside my selfishness. I can put aside my needs. And I can give you a moment, that moment where you are significant enough to have an act of kindness done to you. Also as well, a gentleman carries her bags. You see, men by and large are stronger than ladies. But also as well, when we carry their bags, we're showing them that we care enough for them that we're going to do an act of kindness. Also as well, it assists them in putting their lug in the overhead bins. Like my wife and I are heading off to the city of Phoenix as just before I do this video. And one of the things that I'm going to do is I'm going to help my wife with the overhead bin. Now, number one, the reason I'm doing that is because I want to make sure it gets in there the right way. But also as well, what I'm showing to my wife when I throw it in the overhead bin or when I carry her things, I'm saying to you, honey, I think you're important enough that you can just walk freely, and I will do all of this because I'm your husband. I love you. I respect you. I honor you. You're my wife. You're the most important thing in my life, except for Jesus. And gentlemen, you need to do that as well. You need to constantly affirm your wife. And these little gestures, whether standing up in a room when she comes in or carrying her bags or putting them in the overhead bag, it's just small, significant things that show. And when you do that in front of your children, you're going to find that your male children are going to do it later on. Well, all of a sudden, you'll see them sitting in a chair or in a bus, and all of a sudden they stand up and the lady says, "Thank you very much." And I've seen that happen. It's a wonderful thing to see. And then for our daughters, it shows that there are still some gentlemen around. So it's very important that we do these little gestures. My name is Robert Dean Steele. You have yourself a great and godly day.